In the latter days of World War II, as Axis forces retreated throughout Europe, Green Lantern was able to venture farther into Europe. Green Lantern Quarterly, Issue 8. After the war, Scott advanced rapidly in the ranks at Gotham Broadcasting Company, ultimately becoming a company executive. Green Lantern Volume 1, Issue 20. He also encountered two very significant adversaries, the Harlequin and the Icicle. Molly Mayne became Alan Scott's secretary right after the war. A somewhat introverted girl, Mayne had been an outstanding college athlete and acrobat. She found her great strength and athletic prowess intimidate men of her acquaintance, leaving her a perpetual social outcast. Mayne imagined that someone with great power, like Green Lantern, would not be intimidated. Indeed, he might even be attracted to her. Mayne adopted the criminal identity of the Harlequin and drew Green Lantern's attention in a series of small robberies. All American Comics, Issue 89. The pair tangled on a number of occasions. All American Comics Issues 91, 93, and Green Lantern Volume 1, Issue 29, but the Harlequin was never captured. The Harlequin eventually used her criminal connections to oppose the criminal underworld from within, and her deception was effective enough to win her an invitation to the Injustice Society of the World, a group dedicated to the destruction of the JSA. All-Star Comics, Issue 41. She was ultimately barred when her ruse was discovered. It was later revealed that she was an undercover agent for the Federal Bureau of Investigation when she helped Superman and Green Lantern capture another villain, the Sportsmaster, Superman Family, Issue 206. After the 1940s, the Harlequin dropped out of sight. Shortly after encountering the Harlequin, Green Lantern encountered the Icicle. The Icicle was Joar McKent, a European scientist who specialized in cryonics, the technology associated with generating and maintaining extreme cold. McKent faked his own death by murdering Lanky Leeds, a petty criminal whom McKent had disguised as himself. McKent then adopted the costume identity of the Icicle to confront Green Lantern. All American Comics, Issue 90. The original motives of the Icicle has never been revealed, though later revelations suggest that he was a recreational criminal, engaging in crime to satisfy purely egotistical drive. The Flash, Volume 2, Issue 56. The Icicle proved to be one of Green Lantern's most persistent adversaries, both alone, All American Comics Issues 90-92, and a member of the Injustice Society of the World, All-Star Comics, Issue 41. In the late 1940s, a professional athlete turned criminal named Crusher Croc encountered Green Lantern. All American Comics, Issue 85. Croc adopted the identity of a sportsmaster. Green Lantern, Volume 1, Issue 28. A superb athlete and master of a variety of both team and combative sports. As a sportsmaster, Croc was equipped with an arsenal of exploding baseballs, razor-sharp hockey sticks, and other weaponry based on sports equipment. The Sportsmaster also joined the Injustice Society of the World, All-Star Comics Issue 41, but was ultimately sent to prison. At some point, Croc married another member of the Injustice Society, the Huntress, no relation to Helena Wayne, and the two became a professional criminal team. By 1951, Green Lantern was once again an active member of the JSA, and was present at the hearings of the House Un-American Activities Committee, in which he and the rest of the JSA were instructed to reveal their identities and submit to questioning by the committee. Rather than do so, Green Lantern and the other JSA members retired from active service. During the following years, Alan Scott consolidated his efforts at the Gotham Broadcasting Company and rose to the chief executive office. Green Lantern and several other JSAers were captured by Vandal Savage in the early 1960s, The Flash, Volume 1, Issue 137, only to be freed later by both the Flash he knew, Jay Garrick, and the Flash of Earth 1, Barry Allen. When the JSA resumed regular meetings shortly thereafter, Green Lantern returned to active membership. Green Lantern soon met his Earth 1 counterpart, Hal Jordan, Justice League of America Issue 21, and maintained contact with him over the next several years. Green Lantern Volume 2, Issue 40, 45, 52, and 61. Soon after Green Lantern's return to active duty, Dolby Dickles retired to an alien world with a new bride. Green Lantern Volume 2, Issue 45. Many of the Golden Age enemies of Green Lantern emerged from retirement as well, including the Icicle, Justice League of America issue 21, and Solomon Grundy, Justice League of America issue 46. Over the years, Green Lantern journeyed to Earth-1 to participate in a variety of cases with the Justice League. In the mid-1960s, he joined with Hourman and Dr. Fate to battle Solomon Grundy. Showcase issue 55. Sometime before 1964, Green Lantern took the Thorn, an enemy of the Flash, to Transformation Island, just off the coast of Paradise Island. By 1964, Thorn had been cured of her split personality and had returned to the outside world in her alter ego of Rose Canton. Rose had fallen in love with Green Lantern and discovered his identity while on Transformation Island. Creating a new alter ego for herself, Alex Florin married Alan Scott. However, she died in a mysterious fire on their wedding night. Infinity Inc. Annual Issue 1. In the 1970s, the Psycho Pirate used his powers to slowly influence Alan Scott's emotional state, destabilizing his position at Gotham Broadcasting Company. Ultimately, Scott's employment there was terminated. Alan Scott did not rejoin GBC even once the involvement of the Psycho Pirate was revealed. All-Star Comics issues 66 through 68. He instead secured employment as an engineer in Garrick Labs in Keystone City. All-Star Comics issues 69 and 70. Soon afterward, Green Lantern began experiencing a series of dysfunctions with his ring. This coincided with the Starheart's possession of another man, who became known as the Green Dragon. The dysfunctions were a result of the Green Dragon's own recent abuses of power under the influence of the Psycho Pirate. Green Lantern resolved these issues and battled the Green Dragon, during which a tree fell on and crushed the dragon, who was ignorant of the ring's weaknesses. Green Lantern Volume 2 issues 108 through 110. In the Earth-1 dimension, an alien called Zalax had stolen the Starheart in an attempt to raise his beloved Mla from the dead. When confronted by both Green Lanterns as well as Green Arrow, Zalaz retreated into the Starheart itself to use his power and awaken Mala. Mala then became the guardian of the Starheart. Green Lantern Volume 2 issues 111 and 112. In the early 1980s, two new costume adventurers, Jade and Obsidian, petitioned for membership in the JSA, claiming to be Alan Scott's children. Infinity Inc. Issue 1. Green Lantern was skeptical, but this issue was put on hold when Green Lantern answered a call from Superman that resulted in his drowning in Koihaha, the stream of ruthlessness. His inhibitions removed by the drowning, Green Lantern's long-suppressed resentment at losing GBC's surface, and he attempted to take over the global communication network. As the effects of Koihaha began to wear off, Green Lantern and the other JSA members who had been affected found themselves drawn back to the stream bed. A confrontation with the Ultra-Humanite, who had masterminded the drowning in the first place, led to the destruction of the stream, and Green Lantern recovered from its after effects. Infinity Inc. issues 3 through 10. Over the next few weeks, Alan Scott negotiated a deal to restart his communications business in Los Angeles, employing his former secretary Molly Main, revealed in Infinity Inc. Annual Issue 1. During the same time period, Infinity Incorporated had visited Tashimi Island and recovered Rose Canton, the alter ego of the Golden Age villain known as the Thorn. Infinity Inc. Issue 13. The Thorn revealed that she, as Rose, had been Alex Florin, the woman who had married Green Lantern in 1964. On their wedding night, Rose, alias Alex, placed Green Lantern's power ring on her own finger. The power of the ring somehow awakened her Thorn persona and started the fire that left Scott under the impression that Alex was dead. When the Thorn confronted Scott and her growing children, Jade and Obsidian, in 1984, her Rose persona emerged and committed suicide, murdering the Thorn and saving her children. The Harlequin, also along on this case, her re-emergence in Los Angeles was revealed in Infinity Inc. Issue 9, revealed to Alan that she was his longtime employee and confidant. The two were married shortly thereafter. Infinity Inc. Annual Issue 1.